Alright, welcome back to Shardlight. We are actually looking for some information about, I think, this painting, since the little remote-controlled Raven gave it to us. It's obviously something we need to know about. And I'm thinking this guy might be able to help us. I remember him having a bunch of books.
Hi, Nelson.
Amy, you shouldn't stick around too long. The guards have been looking for you.
I'll see you later.
Be careful, Amy.
Oops, didn't mean to do that. See if we can give him the page.
Nelson, does this mean anything to you?
Ah, yes. That page is from one of my art books. There was a young lady here several years ago who was reading it, and when she got to that page, she became very upset and tore it out. Ran off, screaming about the Reaper. It was very odd.
The Reaper?
Yes, I think she said something about having seen him. As I said, it was many years ago. It's difficult to remember.
That's fine. Thanks for the information.
Citizens, if you see any suspicious activity or behavior, please report it immediately to the Ministry of Energy.
Hi, Nelson.
Amy, you shouldn't stick around too long. The guards have been looking for you.
We'll be fine. Can I read
think
for a
I'd
while?
like to read for a while, if that's okay.
Of course. What subject are you interested in reading about?
I'd like to read something about art.
Wonderful. I think I've got just the book for you.
Modern artists. Rail Bay, PC Heidel. Next page. The Pit. And I guess this is where that page that we have got ripped out of. And then book. Okay. So, he said someone said they saw the Reaper. The only person we know of that saw the Reaper was the leader of the cultist, right? Maybe I should have showed that to her first. Okay, let's go back to the cathedral.
Feels like only half the stock is rotten. That's a nice change from the norm.
Okay, back we go. So Jess is the only one here who has supposedly seen the Reaper, so that means she probably tore it out.
Hey, Jess? Does this mean anything to you?
Where did you get that?
Raven brought it to me. I know that sounds ridiculous, but
No, not at all. That painting, it's what started all of this. This is clearly a sign from the Reaper.
I'm not quite following here.
18 years ago, I was keeping my friend Wilson company while he was on a lottery job for Tiberius. He had been sent to fix a water pump, and the ruins of the building it was in had a copy of that painting. When he had finished the job, I asked him to get it for me, and
And?
apparently Wilson had green lung, but hadn't told me. He said he was getting the vaccine for his sister. I saw a Raven right before Wilson collapsed. The Reaper appeared shortly after. He came to claim Wilson's soul. That's when I had my epiphany.
Where did this all happen?
It was in Sector 67, in a collapsed building next to a parking lot.
Huh. It's a long shot, but it might be worth investigating.
I can only hope the Reaper visits you so you may find peace.
Yeah, thanks.
So how did the bird get the paper? Well, how did whoever gave the paper to the bird get the paper? Alright, so we can go to Sector 67 now.
Doesn't look like he's been here that long. Poor guy.
Recently dead.
It looks like an old record player. Completely ruined. This is still in really good condition. It might be worth having.
Yoink. Alright, so that looks to be it on this guy. Yeah.
Just another victim of the wastes. Looks like he's been here for decades. I really hope I don't end up like this.
There's a good chance you may.
An old water pump. Kind of reminds me of the reactor in Sector 82. It seems to be running fine.
Alright, so this is the painting then. Yeah, there's definitely,
There are a couple of weird bulges here, as though there was something hidden behind the eyes.
Oh, we got that piece of shrapnel, right? So... just cut around? Oh, there we go. Why don't you want to cut? So we got a token and a key.
This can't be a coincidence. Someone is leaving me a trail. This symbol looks familiar. Where have I seen it before?
I think that was on that train.
I wonder what this key unlocks.
Yeah, no, let's go to the salt flats. There's this symbol on the very like end of it on the right. Yeah, that's it. That's exactly what it is. So...
It's locked. How odd. Fits perfectly.
bingo!
What was that noise?
That was a loud thump. We're
The
not
sign on
alone.
these says, "Do not store anything heat sensitive inside." Looks like this is where the bulk of the controls are.
What do you got here?
I think I remember Dad having this exact same one in his shop. Most of the text is faded, but I can make out the words McNulty Hatch Corp at the bottom. I can't do much with the...
Alright. So let's explore that before I just start hitting random things.
It's beautiful.
It's one of the few living things we've seen in here.
Looks like some kind of storage hatch.
It's a light switch there.
I don't need any It's blank. A few loose books. Nothing really jumps out at me.
So someone's been living
This
here
looks like it was used recently.
with a pet? Lots of plants here, though.
Someone around here has got a green thumb.
Apartment. Luggage, yes, people know. Lock 251 down. 251 down. Is that the, It's back this way. Two, 5, 1.
I think I heard something coming from the next car.
Alright, so what is in there? Probably a person, right?
Hold it right there.
With a gun.
Keep your hands where I can see them and don't make any sudden moves. Now, who are you and what are you doing on my train?
I'm Amy and I'm a friend. I'm Amy and I was just looking around. I'm Amy and I was just leaving. I think the bottom one is probably the answer this lady wants, but let's go for the first.
My name is Amy Wellard, and I mean you no harm. I'm a friend.
A friend, huh? You can't fool me. I know a scavenger when I see one. Lucky for you, I'm not in the mood to clean up any messes today. I'll let you see yourself out, but if you touch anything, you're gonna have to answer to old Betsy here. Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Come on out here, you old flea bag. Ain't nothing too dangerous out here.
Yep, it's a cat.
I know. I'll feed you now, you old beggar.
Looks like some kind of storage hatch.
Let's go bug the nice lady with a gun.
Still here, huh? I got my eye on you, so don't try anything funny.
See if she knows anything about the token.
I haven't got time to be looking at your collection of junk, missy.
Well, she's not nice.
Hi.
What is it?
What do you know about the Reaper?
The Reaper? I remember hearing some rumors about a guy they were calling the Reaper, way back around the time the plague started. Supposedly there were some burrs that meant he was coming to kill you, but I never ran into him myself. Hadn't thought about that in years, actually.
Do you live here all alone?
No, I got that fatso over there to keep me company, and it suits me fine.
Where did you find all these things? I haven't seen living trees in the wastes for a long time.
I didn't find it anywhere. It's all mine. I just carted it all out here when I shacked up on this train.
Where did you come from?
That's really none of your business.
Surviving in the wastes can't be easy.
Take a look around. I got everything I need here, and what I don't have, I go out and find.
So, you're a scavenger?
No, I don't go into places where people live and take their things.
I'm not here to steal anything. I didn't even know you lived here.
Uh-huh.
I just want you to know, I've got the perfect life.
Good for you. My life would be perfect if you got off my train.
I'll just be on my way.
Okay, apparently she is of no use to us right now. Maybe we should go talk to Gus. Let's go talk to Gus.
Well, look who's back.
It's good to see you, Amy.
That's right. Take a load off.
Anything else I should know about the Reaper cult?
Just that you should stay away from them if you can help it. I don't want to see you dancing around chanting mumbo-jumbo.
Come on, Pop. Amy's got a good head on her shoulders. You know she's not capable of being taken in by people like that.
I've seen some people I thought were pretty level-headed get swept up in their nonsense. I don't know what they're drinking, but be careful, Amy.
I'll be fine. Both of you. Relax.
It's easy for you to say.
So I'm being hunted by the aristocracy?
They've eased off a bit, but they were really cracking down a couple of weeks ago. I've had to avoid the market district for a while, just because I was sick of being harassed every day.
I think they got tired and mostly gave up after a while. They still have wanted posters up, but nobody's blabbed. You've got yourself some pretty loyal friends.
Thank you. I'm sorry to have caused you trouble. I really should be going.
Come back anytime you want to rest. We'll be here.
Please be careful out there, Amy.
So apparently not. Let's see.
I'll see you guys later.
Take care of yourself out there, Amy.
Let's go check out the reactor.
Hello? Danton, Bruce, are you still in here?
Amy? You're alive? I heard they had gotten you at Willowdale Plaza.
They tried, but not hard enough. Have you had anything new in the works?
We've been trying to lay low and plan our next move. I've tried recruiting new members, but we haven't had much luck. Word of the massacre in the Market District is spread, and the people are afraid to fight the aristocracy. It's maddening. I'm just itching to launch an attack on Tiberius, but we don't have the manpower required just yet.
Sorry to hear that.
Don't be. As long as we're breathing, we haven't lost hope.
Time for me to go. Be careful.
If you need a place to hide, you can always come back here.
I don't think she'd be interested in that.
Okay, apparently not. Okay, so what do we do now? I've got the token. The thing pointed us to the train. Lady in the train doesn't want to talk to us. Who might know about the token? The old guy.
I don't think he'd be interested.
Why aren't you interested?
Citizens, if you see any suspicious activity or behavior, please report it immediately to the
You
Ministry
don't see
of
many
Energy.
of these around anymore.
You know, that train had music by it the first time we went to the Salt Flats, and I feel like I'm missing
I'm
something.
not interested in any.
I really do. So I probably got to do something either back at the cathedral again, or there's something on the train I'm missing. I'm back, invading your place.
It doesn't look to be in very good shape.
I haven't got time to be looking at your collection of junk, Missy.
This is just like the one Mom and Dad used to have. It looks like it's missing the needle, but fixing it wouldn't be too tough. I don't see how I probably... It's a little corroded, but it looks like there's a couple of flowers on this plaque. Must be the logo of the company that made this. Fits perfectly. That should work now.
Now will you talk to me?
Hi.
What is it?
Your record player's fixed?
Is that right? And what exactly are you expecting from me in return?
Nothing. Look, I'm not here to get something from you. Why I'm here has nothing to do with you.
Well, that's how the world works. Nobody does something good for nothing.
Some people do. I think you've been out here so long, you've forgotten humans can be good once in a while.
This world eats good people for breakfast. I don't know what you're looking for, but I hope you find it.
I'll just be on my way.
Alrighty.
Apparently not. Okay. So that's out of our inventory, though. So we did need to do that. I just don't know if we needed to do it yet. So let's go back to the cathedral. Alright, looks like I just have to talk to everybody.
Hello there.
Hi.
Has the Reaper ever sent you a vision?
No, Jess told my mommy I was too young for that. But the other night, I had a dream where I talked to the Reaper. He told me that when my time came, I would see my daddy again and have lots of candy.
Have a good day.
May the Reaper take you!
What can I help you with?
So, what is it you do in here?
We wait for our appointed times, when the Reaper will appear to us and guide us through the ether to the Promised Land. Every one of us has an expiration date, if you will. We gather here and hope that ours will be this very day. When one of us does pass on, we celebrate them and ask the Reaper to consider us for the next journey. In the meantime, we enjoy each other's company and express our adoration for the Reaper and his grim task.
What brought you into the flock?
I was looking for solace. Last year, I lost my entire family to green lung. I was devastated. And one day, I was walking through the market district and, like you, happened to speak to a fellow acolyte. She told me about the Reaper, how we shouldn't fear death, and my eyes were opened. Rather than mourn my family, I should be happy for them. After all, isn't there no better reward than to be taken from this miserable world to someplace better? They have known the Reaper and seen his benevolence. All I can do is hope for the same. My former life has no meaning. My future lies in the next world, and the Reaper will take me there when the time comes, so I may be with my loved ones again. Does that answer your question?
Yes, I think it does.
I think you will find that many of my brothers and sisters joined for similar reasons.
Have you experienced the vision?
I attempted to, yes, but the Reaper did not see fit to grace me with his presence. Admittedly, I was a bit disappointed, but I plan to try again soon. I know he will speak to me when the time is right.
I'll speak to you later.
I look forward to it.
Alright, so we're done talking to him.
Excuse me?
Yes?
So, why is there a plane sticking out of this church?
The story goes that on the day the world ended, there was an airplane flying overhead that got caught in the blast. It ended up crashing into this cathedral, killing all those on board as well as everyone inside the building.
That's awful.
Is it? They were spared the misery of the world after the catastrophe. I rather envy them, to be honest.
Can you tell me about the Reaper?
Of course. Was there anything in particular you wanted to know?
Who is he?
He is our savior, the shepherd, the psychopomp. He is the one who would lead us to the Promised Land, the life beyond.
Heaven?
It has many names. Heaven, Paradise, Nirvana, the Promised Land. But though the names vary, the concept remains the same.
Can you be sure it will be better? Or that there even is a Promised Land?
Even if what lies beyond death is nothing but oblivion, it would still be better than this world.
I suppose so. What does the Reaper do?
He removes us from the misery of this life and takes us beyond.
How?
His legion of ravens patrols the skies and searches for the sick and dying. They appear to those who are near death and summon him.
Ravens?
Yes, ravens with red eyes that refuse to sing. If you see one, it means he's near.
I've seen quite a few of them, actually.
Then consider yourself lucky, Amy. You are not long for this world.
What's your reason for worshipping him?
I was once a non-believer, but I had an experience many years ago that changed everything.
What happened?
I saw him, and I lived. At first, I didn't know why, but in time, I came to understand. I was chosen. It became my duty to spread his word. Death is coming for us all. We must embrace it rather than fear it.
Does that mean you're a suicide cult?
I asked you not to use that word.
Right, sorry.
And no, we are not. To die by our own hands would disrupt the Reaper's pattern. We all have our allotted times, and expediting those would anger him. So we wait and comfort each other in our last days.
That's all I wanted to know about the Reaper for now.
Very well.
Have a good day.
May death come to you swiftly, fellow seeker.
Alright, so that's it.
Hi, Ellie.
Hello, Amy.
Have you had a chance to speak with the Reaper?
I haven't had the vision yet, no. My time will come.
I'm going to go now. We'll talk later.
Have a blessed day. May death come for you swiftly.
Alright, so we've talked to everybody in here now. And the Jess here mentioned that the red-eyed ravens are a symbol of the Reaper. I thought I had heard that already. I could be crazy. Let's check in with Danton again.
Danton?
What is it, Amy?
Time for me to go. Be careful.
If you need a place to hide, you can always come back here.
You're not helpful, Danton. You're really not.
Excuse me.
What?
I'll just be on my way.
Alrighty. Hey, where did you find that?
Over near Sector 67, do you know anything about it? I noticed the logo on the coin was the same as on this train.
It's the logo for South Coast Transit. They own this railroad along with the public transportation system in the city. That there is a subway token. Before the blast, people would use those to ride the train underneath the city.
Really? I had no idea there was an underground train in the city.
Doesn't surprise me. Almost all the stations collapsed after the blast. There's only one left standing.
Where can I find it?
It's not too far from the quarantine zone. Just head up Roth Avenue and keep your eye out for the Wallies. The station is right next to it. Be careful down there. There's a whole network of tunnels. Don't want you to get lost.
Don't worry. I'm not planning on wandering around any tunnel mazes.
Thank you very much. Apparently I had to talk to all the cultists before I could do that. It's at least that, or it might have been something with Jess. So now we can come over here to Wally's.
I can just see the wall that's separating the rest of the city from the quarantine zone. Nothing useful that I can see. I think Wally's used to be a pretty famous department store. I vaguely remember Mom and Dad talking about it. The letter L looks like it's pretty close to falling off.
How close are we talking here?
That did it.
Score? Oh, that's creepy.
It's just hanging there. That's kind of grotesque. How on earth did this get down here? It's not every day you get to see an underground river. The damage from the blast really did a number on this station.
Can we, like, cut this down?
I don't see how I can use... Looks like a place you'd put a coin or something.
Yeah, it's where the coin goes, the token goes, but How big is...
This thing survived being shot and falling. I'd say it's pretty sturdy. Kind of big to be lugging around too much, though.
Like, really big?
There. That should work.
Okay, really big.
There isn't much I can do with it.
No, put it in the slot.
Well, it accepted my token. Great. Another collapse.
This place is death waiting to happen.
Look at that. There was a whole underground train network in this area. Amazing. Creepy. Those are some nice gloves it's got on, though. It's just out of reach.
Can we steal the gloves? Oh, I bet we can cut this, right?
A nice piece of rope and a freed mannequin. 2 birds with 1 stone.
Alright, let's go back down there and get the,
Creepy. Those are some nice gloves it's got on, though.
And do we have them? Yes, we do.
That leads into a dark alcove. There's a trapdoor at the top of these stairs, but it seems to be locked from the other side.
Alright, so this way we go. Baseball bat. That actually sounds kind of useful.
Looks like this person was crushed by the ceiling. What an awful end.
All these clothes are like decaying and falling apart.
An old shop vac. I haven't seen one in ages. This fridge still looks like it's doing okay. Not surprisingly, it's empty. I'm going to need something to open up the side if I want to scavenge for parts.
Something like my shrapnel?
This isn't in as good a condition as I thought. Only useful part in here is this fuse. I might as well hang on to it. Pretty small for an anchor. I bet it doesn't weigh too much.
So the anchor's in display case. I guess we're going to be doing this, right? I'm going to smash it open.
Desperate times call for desperate measures.
Excellent. How about the vacuum? Is there anything in the vacuum?
I don't think I'll be needing the vacuum cleaner.
Aw.
Dead. Although, I might be able to take a look inside and get it working again. There. That wasn't so tough. Poking around in there with my fingers probably isn't the best idea.
Okay.
These don't look too complex. It just looks like the main fuse is blown.
Guess who has a fuse?
I sure hope
we
this
got a
works.
fuse.
The elevator car looks to be stuck between floors. Here goes nothing.
This seems like a bad idea. There's a phone over here on the desk. And
Looks
an
like
opening
that's
up
my
there.
next destination.
There's Shardlights there. Somebody's been there.
I'm guessing this used to support the structure before it collapsed.
But that's pretty strong, though. Do you think maybe you can make a grappling hook?
Not a bad idea.
Nice throw.